Big gripe.
Our parlay hit.
Our parlay hit.
OV.
Nice. But speaking of
good shit.
devils,
Devil May Cry.
someone cue Limp Bizkit.
Put your hands up.
It's
Put your
Bro,
hands
the music
up.
in that fucking...
as somebody who has played every single Devil May Cry game, I love seeing good and yeah. We've been nerding out this whole episode. I really like it. I really like seeing that the anime is getting a lot of love. 2007 anime got.
I didn't end up getting around to watching it, but
I didn't see it.
Twitter's been pissing me the fuck off about it, man.
What?
People hate this shit, and I don't get it, man.
I've seen both because I've seen people who love it.
Bro, I haven't seen people
I
love
have,
it,
but I'm seeing more of like people hating it, and it's pissing me off because I'm the same way. I haven't played all the games. I'm not so in depth in the lore that I know absolutely everything. But as a kid, I played fucking Devil May Cry 4, fucking loved it. Played Devil May Cry 3, loved it. I've watched the original
so it doesn't
anime.
follow the lore.
No, doesn't follow the lore.
Not very good.
No.
Not very good, but
I don't expect that.
like it's an anime that just came out of nowhere and it wasn't even needed. Why do you care if it's that big a deal? If at least they have the character Dante that acts like Dante.
Wait a second. Fallout really doesn't follow like the whole lore of Fallout. It's kind of like tells its own story. I mean, like it's some sprinkled stuff in there.
The main things that people are pissed about is the character Lady. She is more of a side character that doesn't really do too much while in the game. She has that cool ass gun and like kicks ass. That's one that I see people mad about. Another thing I see people, dude, this one was stupid as fuck. So when Dante went into his devil form, they played Nero's theme from the game, and then the voice actor is Nero. Or my bad, the voice actor plays Nero in Devil May Cry 4, and everybody was like, well, it should have just been Nero then. It's like you get like they're getting music from the. So another comparison that I saw was, what if Sonic came out and it started playing all the like Shadow song? I wouldn't give a shit as long as we got some shit from the games. As long as we're getting this fucking adaptation that looks good, at least is shown that the people care about, like, or at least are familiar with the source material and just telling a different kind of story about it. And more people are so mad of how inaccurate it is. Like another little scene was Dante fighting those two big guys, like the colored dudes.
Yeah, two demons.
Like, shit. Nah, shit. I tried.
He ain't say color.
Yeah, no, I did. I tried thinking of some other way, but that's the only way that
Lear's
came out.
reaction.
Yeah, they're not humanly colored.
Those two darkies.
He said they're not humanly colored.
What did you do to this kid?
Solid save.
They're not humanly colored. But yeah, two colored.
But yeah,
what you talking about, the red and the blue guy?
Yeah. People were mad because Dante was struggling to fight them, and in the
I struggle fighting them
in the game. But in the games, he fights them and like just eases them so bad that they want to follow him. It's like, dude, these are nitpicks, and but these people are literally saying this is awful and that shouldn't even be made, and it's pissing me off.
And the other thing that I fucking I don't like that shit, because these motherfuckers will review they will review bomb it.
Oh yeah,
just because of that. So that will
100%.
bring down the rating.
Yeah, I mean, people are stupid and they don't realize what they're doing, and they think the only thing that matters is the things that matter to them, and they should probably just jump into traffic. But I think it was a great show. Fuck them. I've been seeing some love for it. 8 episodes, 30 minutes each. Yeah, I fucking as a person who's played all of the games and knows the lore decently, I didn't care. I was like, yeah, this is fun.
See,
and I watched the original Devil May Cry anime then, fuckers.
So was his father's backstory, like the whole thing with Sparta and his mom, still accurate? Okay, I'm
to an extent.
I'm gonna watch it.
What I really fucking like, when it comes to like being good to source material, I get that, and we talk about it all the time. When something doesn't take it from the source or does take it from the source, we would prefer you to take it from the source. But we also mentioned, if you're going to do your own thing, then at least do it good and entertainingly. Correct. And that's what I'm taking this, where I think the showrunner said on Twitter, or somebody that was big about creating the show, he said he sees the Devil May Cry universe as 2 different ways. One way as the concurrent timeline from Devil May Cry 1 to 5, and then just the fun, like a comic booky version, where it's like we just tell a different kind of telling of it. And as long as you are keeping the characters true to what they were, then what do you care about the fucking story? It's fucking the Sonic movies, bro. Like,
Sonic movie?
oh my god, not at all.
I kind of would even say like Last of Us. Like Last of Us isn't like accurately the video game. It's kind of like a little bit
fairly good accuracy.
It's fairly on par. But they did say when they took liberties, they did it like they added to, like, that storyline was different than what was in the comic, or what was in the game. But in the game, those characters didn't even matter really. Like they were like side characters. They expounded on that.
Well, even with Ellie's mom, like even showing Ellie's mom and how she is immune to the virus and everything, they didn't show that in the game. They showed that in the movie.
Oh yeah, in the show,
which was a very, very good way.
And her mother wasn't immune.
Excuse me?
Her mother wasn't immune.
No, why she?
I was about to say her mother died from that. I got confused.
And then they had the voice actor for Ellie in the games play the mother, and that was cool. That was really cool.
I agree. But the show overall, I mean, I loved it from start to finish. The CGI villains was a little hard at first.
Yeah, that was weird to me. I don't understand why they do that.
I
don't get why they. It's like they'll have the animated person fighting a CGI person. Like, why?
The only thing I think of is just time constraints.
Dante moves.
That's what I said.
Was Dante moves cool though?
Yeah, when he was fighting regular animated people, those fight scenes were fire.
Yeah, everything I've seen.
Even when he was fighting the CGI guys, his fight scenes were fire.
No, they were
he
good.
used the fucking motorcycle as a sword.
Oh yeah, I love
that shit was fire. Episode 6 though.
You keep hyping that up.
Damn.
Episode 6
I'm
is
definitely
once
gonna watch
Persia gets
this.
back, he'll also say things about episode 6, but I think he's going to use the little ladies' room.
Yep.
But episode 6, man, there's only dialogue towards the end of the episode.
So
it is just like a song
it's
playing,
one of them episodes.
and it's just visual depictions of these two different people and how their paths have crossed and what led them to where they're at now.
That's sick.
And like the destruction and the fucking just torture that leads up to it.
How many episodes are there?
8.
Nice, okay.
And but episode 6 was gorgeous because like at the beginning, first off, it's like not even the like regular intro or anything, if I'm not mistaken. But at the beginning, there's like I said, there's no dialogue. They just throw you right into it. And it's like at first you're like seeing Lady's fucking backstory, and then they switch over to the villain's backstory, White Rabbit, which it was seamless switch that I thought it was Lady still. I was like, hold on, why her hair changed? And then it would go back and forth between the two of them. And then spoiler alerts, sorry guys. But White Rabbit enters the demon realm. And when he enters the demon realm, the whole artwork switches up.
Oh, word.
And the artwork is kind of like that of Beyond the what's the show called from Cartoon Network? Beyond the Pines or Beyond the
Great Pines or something? I know what you're talking about.
The artwork is similar to that, if I'm not mistaken. It was like black circles around the eyes, like sketch, like it was very hard lines. The artwork was completely different, and it was so dope. And you're watching it from you're watching both of them be raised into who they are and why. So it was like one of the most beautiful episodes I've seen where you understand these characters and why they do what they do and why they are the way they are. So where like, you have Thanos in Endgame and like half his planet was destroyed because they ran out of resources and stuff like that. So he was like, we need to eliminate half of the population in the universe. And you're like, oh, well, that makes sense. Cool. Yeah. But it's like you get it to that point. In this, you watch the White Rabbit, you see what he has tried to do, you've seen what he's been through, and then by the end, you're like, nah, I get it. Like,
okay.
Like you're going about it the wrong way right now, but I get why you're going about it the wrong way, and I understand why you got there. Like, you kind of, in a sense, root for him as well.
Okay.
For me, because like, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I will.
No, go ahead, you got to.
Because he was a foster child and they put him into a foster home. And
the children go.
Well, and like most foster homes, from what I've heard, he gets beat. The older brothers beat on him, the parents beat on him. And
like nobody want these used kids, bro. Why they keep on beating on these kids? Like, what is that?
I don't know. Anyway, the only thing that would make him happy was reading Alice in Wonderland. And one day while he was hanging out outside the fire escape of his window, a portal to the demon realm opened, and he went in. And what?
Saw Daima.
Saw Goku.
Son Goku. He went to the demon realm, and then he he was like, "Fuck that! I'm out of there. Like, I'd rather be in here." And mind you, the demon realm had been at war for.
So you'd rather be in the demon realm?
Yes, bro. But mind you, in the demon realm has been in war for millennia. So the air was polluted and poisoned and shit like that. So he gets in there and he gets like attacked by this demon beast. And he gets knocked out, and like they're called Makais, and the Makai save him, and they bring him to shelter in the city, and they start raising him, and he starts hanging out with them, and like he finds like these crystals that kind of trigger the portals to open to break the rift between worlds. So he ends up creating like this little device that can kind of even out the wavelength between the two realms to open up portals. So the Makais are refugees. And they're the ones who are being attacked and driven out of their land in the demon realm. So he ends up, like, as he gets older, like one of his childhood friends dies from the poisoning in the air, and that fucks him up. So he ends up opening portals, and he ends up sneaking Makai into the human realm to be refugees. And then
Wait, that's the villain?
Yes. Listen, while he's doing that, like while you're learning his backstory, you're seeing Lady's backstory. And her dad, when she was younger, they were attacked by a demon, and like they barely got out of it alive, and they tried to report it. And when they tried to report it, the police were like, "Bro, you're crazy," because people like don't believe in demons yet.
Wait, hold on. There was one part.
Which part? Because
when they saw the demon, this stupid little bitch pulled out her little fake gun. She was like,
I'm going to eradicate all demons.
Because they
and then her mom ran and was like, "Get your stupid ass over here."
Aaron Yeager ass.
And then, but her dad didn't move.
Yeah. And the mom said that.
She said that. He was like, I need to do my research to protect this family. She was like, to protect, like, just like you did when at the train station.
Bitch, nigga.
He didn't hit her. He didn't hit her.
No, he didn't hit her, but he looked at her. He was like, "It doesn't matter what you think of me."
Yeah. But like you see Lady getting raised in the house, like the dad starts neglect.
I didn't hear what we said. You don't
Said
got
a sexless marriage. Boy, her shit dried up permanently after that in perpetuity.
Oh yeah, yo, she ain't never looking at you this.
So you see Lady getting raised in that household where her dad is obsessed with like finding a way to stop demons and kill them. So she sees, like, in her mind, from my point of view, is like demons have consumed him in more ways than one, because he ends up injecting himself with demon blood.
Oh.
And then he becomes a demon.
Oh.
Wait.
Research.
He's trying to counter, like, find a way to fight demons because humans don't have the strength to do that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So he becomes a demon and then kills his wife. And then
you remember what you said that one day?
He goes to kill Lady, but then the house sets on fire, and like he dies in the fire, and she gets out.
Oh, he's a weak ass demon.
So then she gets into foster care, but she has a fine childhood with it, I'm assuming. Then she goes to Darkcom, which is the demon hunting corporation. They only hire orphans. You figure that out at the end. And they're strictly to kill demons. So the reason this is in this episode, because the White Rabbit, you find out in the episode before that, has a strong hatred for Darkcom. His whole point of this is to destroy Darkcom. Yeah. That's the White Rabbit's whole purpose, is to take out and eradicate Darkcom.
Like a villain to me.
Bro, well, watch the first few episodes. But so you find out later on, years past, she's in Darkcom, she's running fucking task force, eradicating demons and shit, and he's bringing in refugees. Well, Darkcom gets kind of like a notice that demons, not refugees, are coming through a portal in this warehouse. So as he's like bringing them to this portal, they end up getting attacked by a fucking big ass demon in the demon realm. So he's like, we gotta go, rush. And while they're rushing into the portal, that warehouse is already set up by Darkcom. So they got soldiers, fucking guns pointed at the portal. And so everyone rushes in, and they got guns pointed at them. So they went from one danger to the next.
Literally, not even just from, like, on both sides of the portal, there's a threat. Yeah. Like an immediate threat. Like there's the monster chasing them. There's the monster chasing them, and then when they run out, there's people with guns shooting at them.
Well, they weren't shooting yet.
they immediately started shooting.
No, because they
put their hands up.
Put their hands up. It was when the monster came out and bit them. The monster came out from the portal and ate some of the refugees in the back, and that's when Darkcom was like, "Fuck that fire!" So they just started shooting and killing all of them, and they threw a grenade. So everyone he was trying to save,
everybody died.
All of them died by the humans.
See,
and then he didn't
America.
He didn't have a he just kind of he survived, but he was just like he went like the Joker. Like he was just like insane. He just lost. He started cracking up. He was just like.
But like in a sense, it was because for me, there was nowhere safe for these